So here we are for the director's commentary for Not Really Like This, the 48-hour film project. I'm here with James Turner.
Hello.
Hello. He's the star of the film, Jay Withers, and noted film historian Ed Johns from Harvard.
Ed Johns.
What's up, guys? Hello. Hi. So this animation was made by my friend Noah, who lives in Maine. He also did the music.
Hello, and welcome
And
to another exciting episode.
I don't have anything funny to say about that. How is it, Jim? How is it working with Cindy Rosner?
Oh, she was excellent. I thought she was way better than I was.
Really?
She just I buy it when I see her. Like I thought she acted really well.
Really?
Yeah, really.
But I think everyone who's seen this film thinks that you did really well. You think it's because it's you looking at yourself?
I can't really judge myself, so if anybody sees himself on camera, most people don't aren't comfortable.
Really? Tom Cruise, you think, feels uncomfortable when he sees himself?
No, he probably does feel comfortable with himself. He's the only one, though.
So do you buy the fact that this is like a child star from the 50s, even though the math doesn't really work out?
Well, I mean, I think it's really Jim's performance that lends to the credibility of the character.
That's good to know.
That's okay.
Yeah.
So, Jay, why don't you tell us about
Right there was a
yourself?
shot that
Why do
we
you wanna come on our
did
show?
about 10 times
Yep.
to try to get the timing right, and ended up cutting most of it out because there was a time limit for the film festival.
While I was filming the commercial,
What did he follow her like 3 times?
Yeah, well, he's supposed to be just like stutter stepping, but it didn't really work out that
all I
way.
had to do was rinse my mouth
So
out
is this
for
your
30
first
seconds with shiny
starring role?
Yes, it is my first
Really?
role, and that pause there
What
was
happened, Jay?
planned.
It was planned? I thought it was a mistake. I thought you couldn't remember your line.
It was motivation.
Is that your jacket?
So now
Yes.
you're a
Hey,
nobody?
I have a question though. Have you ever,
I actually
in real life, have you ever worn those jacket and shirt together?
never.
Never? Really?
I
Look in the mirror and all you see is a
I think I got that
miserable
jacket.
slouch who wished he were something better.
Really,
As a
I
present.
just want to go back and convince that little kid to rinse his
All right.
mouth out with that damn darn mouthwash.
Well, Jay,
Were you nervous about
here's
being
your
in this movie?
chance, because we're
I wasn't nervous at all.
back
As soon as
time.
until I got the script, and then I got a little nervous.
Really? Why?
But I mean, I really wasn't nervous just because we all work for a production company.
That's true.
So being behind the camera was no big deal at all. It's just trying to remember the friggin' lines.
Why was that scientist so young?
I kind of wanted that too.
Well,
a
my
genius.
reasoning was he's sort of the time machine version of Doogie Howser is what I was going for there. And he was here and he was willing to be in the movie.
He was a child genius.
Yes.
I actually think that me being a kid might have been the best part of my acting.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I think the fact that you actually, I personally believe that you're two different people. You're one person at two different times.
Yeah. Well, I took my glasses off.
That helped.
That's yeah.
How's it working with these two actors in the back in
Great.
time?
They were good.
Yeah.
Big.
That's a very flattering face you just made there.
That was.
Is there anything in the movie that we cut out that you wish stayed in?
I don't remember. I haven't seen the footage for a long time.
That's true.
so-
Hopefully on this DVD there'll be some outtakes.
Yeah, there's a lot of outtakes. 'cause
You
it
did-
took me a billion times.
Well, I always want to remind people that the fact that you actually also gripped this movie.
Right.
So it's not like you had time to read your lines. Do you wish you had a chance to have a French accent in the movie?
Well, I was kind of thinking if Matt.
Matt.
If Matt had been me, this character, I would have liked to have been the director. But I don't know if I would have been as a good a director as he
Well,
was.
Matt didn't. I was actually going to play the director, and Matt luckily showed up because I am horrible as
Are
an
you?
actor. Yes. It's if you've ever seen any short little thing I've done, it's a horrible thing. So this is my favorite part of the movie visually is you fighting yourself.
Who's the stand-in for?
There's actually two stand-ins. This is Tom Sumner. I'm pointing that no one can see, and the other one was my brother Bill.
And Tom is
There's
also
Tom
the dolly
Sumner
grip.
right there. Apparently has a drinking problem.
Yeah.
Sometimes I worry that people don't understand what that is. That you know.
A bottle in a
Well, if
paper
anyone
bag.
knows Tom,
That's a very good point.
Great bit of acting there.
Yeah. This is something that a lot of the 48-hour people didn't have, a dolly in a studio.
But yours was
And
just
a
a set
phone.
piece, right?
Yeah, no, we actually used the dolly in the first shot of the film.
I look pretty serious there.
You do.
don't
This
know
is
if
my
I was-
favorite shot of one of my favorite shots of the movie that actually happened when I think I was out of the room. Someone else directed it.
Yeah. By the great cameraman Steve
Johnson, director of photography. This is bad. This will be in the outtakes. No one told you to literally drink the entire bottle. And right now you can't tell, but we took out all of the people cackling in the background because they thought it was the funniest thing in the world.
My mouth is clean all
Not only are you a good kid, you're a good drunk kid. Now,
Very-
But
this
the
is
part-
somebody's favorite. This is most people's favorite line right
Is it
now.
really?
Yes.
You ruined my life, you whore.
Is it because I say whore or
I think it's your delivery, but I mean everyone laughs
I
when they hear
wasn't
whore.
comfortable with it.
Yeah,
It wasn't my favorite
No?
line.
I think it's just a. It might become your like Urkel line or something. Your dynamite from, people
Good
might
times,
it might
yeah.
follow you around.
You know what happened?
That was my brother holding the cue cards.
Well, Benita,
I made him stay all
started
day and
drinking
ended
that
up
day,
using
and
them
I
for about a
haven't
minute.
stopped since.
I think he missed a
Ruined
date.
Every relationship that I've been involved.
Yeah, I think people should understand
Lost
too. This
every
had to be
acting job I've been sober
massively
enough to
edited
get.
to get it down to the time restrictions for the 48-hour film festival.
Yeah, so some of Jim's best work is on the cutting room floor, unfortunately.
I think his best performance
It's coming up.
in a few seconds here.
Wasn't always like this.
People get a kick out of that.
Can I pee in this plant?
People do love the pee stuff.
But it's the leg.
This is the. I think my favorite line that I wrote is the Bill Buckner line, but your line gets such a laugh that no one
People
ever
don't hear
hears
it.
it. Yeah. There's a whole bunch of names
And
here.
wasn't the it was a Bush reference in there too, right?
Well, there's a Bush reference in the script that was just too long.
Well, I'm distracted by your sweatpants.
I think I said before, I was my own costume designer. as
You
well.
were, and you did a fine job. I don't think I put that in there. Good, and thank you, and good night.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Should we listen to it?
Yeah.
Sure.